Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to observe Lars warming up and figure out how we can help his technique.
Okay. E. E. Not quite getting warm yet. Gra. Ooh. I'm getting tired now.
Okay, so when you feel yourself getting tight, what do you normally do to resolve it?
Yeah, I try to instead of coming from below up, to try to come down.
Okay,
Down
good.
to-
Top down is a good way to unlock that. So why don't you try that, and then let's recap, and we're going to talk about your whole approach to your warm up. Okay.
Okay.
Let's backtrack a little bit. All right. So I want to talk about some more overall approaches to what I saw. Okay. First thing is, and I have you write this down in your notes, please. It's very result oriented. And what I mean by that is there is a gradual progression. You kind of started off doing little, like, what's the first thing you did? Do you remember?
I started on a B and I did E's.
And the eval,
Eval.
descending down in fifths?
Yeah. Yep.
Like E type thing, right? E, whatever, right? Okay. Then what did you do?
Then I went down to I think I went down to a C, and then I started a C, and I started going up the fifth.
Right. Then we started climbing up perfect fifths. Very gradual. On E's and Oo's, and then gra, right? Which is your thing. Okay. So what I see is you're already too eager to go to singing. So I want you to make a note of that. I want you to write that down. You need to remember that your voice is a muscle. So it's like you're already out and jogging before you've even stretched out your hamstrings and then your upper body and then doing your ankle rolls. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to do some exercises where you get on the breath, where you connect the breath to the tone, which is why I love the lip rolls, the raspberries, and the tongue trills. It's the safest way to expand and free your range. And it's not about going toward a result. It's about having a routine, repeating the steps of the process to get your voice to be strengthened and conditioned. Right now, you have this expectation of what your voice should do, and if it doesn't do it, you don't understand why, and you get frustrated. And then I see a lot of nervous energy in you, and I see a lot of failed attempts, and then vibrato. Doing that one little straight tone thing for a creative team, they're still going to see as really classically oriented. Does that make sense? It's more about the way you're approaching your whole instrument. So I want to expand your mind a little bit of how you perceive the way you build strength and condition your voice, and also the styles that you're capable of singing in. Okay? So the first thing I would have you do is not start off singing. I wouldn't have you jump to E. I would have you start with some raspberries, which we're working on, right? Because we need to release the voice, and we need to not manipulate the voice. Basically what you're doing is you're going to all your old muscle memory, and we will use this skill set that you have, but what I want to do is kind of go back to the basics, and we'll start like clean slate, which is what you're doing with me,
Sounds
as you're
good.
starting to unlock your voice. All right? So some of the warm-ups that I like to do, let's incorporate this 5-tone scale, all right? Now we're going to show people, we're going to incorporate two things, and I'm going to point out both, all right? So we're going to incorporate your 5-tone scale. But what I want to do is start on a bottom note, hop up to the top note flipped over, and then descend down. And then we'll go into the triad. And that will be the pattern. So already I'm combining the descending pattern plus ascending, but in small steps. And we're going to do it on the raspberry. Okay? So yeah, go ahead and hit record on your tape. The biggest thing, Lars, with you is obviously you love to sing and you love music and you know what it feels like to be in your body and you have this glorious voice, but we have to unleash it and we have to unlock it and we have to get you out of your head. And what I really want you to do is stop listening to yourself. I think that comes from the classical world. It's almost this idea of perfection. I want artistry. And I'm going to give you an athletic mentality and all of the tools that you need to tap into your artistry. But what we first need to do is like start over. Make sense?
It makes perfect sense, and I'm all for it.
All right, so here we go.
I was in a not in a bad, but it was just in a place where I couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't grow anymore.
Cool. All right, so stay tuned.